Good afternoon, everyone, especially to Ma'am Celine. Ma'am, good afternoon. Today, I'm going to report or discuss the Group 3's presentation where napili ko yung kay Shiniva Grace Napoles na report. So, here's the outline of the history of the Philippine monetary system. So, the following I'm going to discuss the factors that shift the aggregate supply curve, factors that shift the aggregate demand curve, application of the aggregate demand and supply framework, equilibrium output versus the full employment output level, the dilemma posed by adverse aggregate supply shocks, the theory of the value of money, the demand for money and velocity of money, the velocity of money, and last one, the institutional factors that underlie the synchronization between receipt and expenditure. So, now let's discuss or define the factors. What are the factors that shift the aggregate demand curve? So, aggregate demand. It is the total amount of goods and services in an economy that consumers are willing to purchase during a specific time. So, ito yung mga consumer spending, investment spending, government spending, and the difference between exports and imports. So, I would like to say sorry for my voice kasi today I am sick. So, what are the reasons of demand shifting? So, the following are the reasons of demand shifting. First, a change in expectation for either firms or households, a change in government policy, and a change in international variables. So, ano yung mga factors that shift the aggregate supply curve? Aggregate supply, ito yung nagde-describe sa total of amount of goods and services sellers na willing to sell within a particular market. Ito yung labor, capital, natural resources, and technological knowledge. Supply. So, reasons of supply shifting. Ano yung mga reasons ng supply shifting? First, input prices. Sunod, number of sellers, technology, and natural and social factors. Equilibrium output versus the full employment output level. Sa Keynesian theory, as per the Keynesian theory, equilibrium level can be achieved at full employment level, underemployment level, which refers to the less than full employment level, at over a full employment level, which refers to more than full employment level. So, ano itong full employment equilibrium? So, ito ay nagre-refer sa isang sitwasyon when the aggregate demand is equal to the aggregate supply at full employment level. Ano naman itong underemployment equilibrium? Nagre-refer ito sa isang sitwasyon kung saan ang aggregate demand is equal sa aggregate supply kung saan yung resources ay not fully employed. So, it occurs prior to the full employment level. Now, ano naman itong over full employment equilibrium? So, it refers to a situation when aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply beyond the full employment level. So, it occurs after the full employment level. The theory of the value of money. The value of money. It is the quantity of goods and services in general that will be exchanged for a unity of money. The value of money indicates its purchasing power. So, when general price level raises, the value of money falls, and when general price level falls, the value of money rises. The cash transactions approach the quantity theory of money. The theory states that every change in the quantity of money in circulation produces, other things being equal, directly proportional change in the general price level or reverse proportional change in the value of money. So this concept is explained by Professor Irving Fisher in his book, The Purchasing Power of Money. So let's move forward to the velocity and demand for money models. Transaction models of monetary demand. Demand for money is a well-studied topic in economics. So, with a variety of proposed approaches, it is the most directly relevant class of models for the purposes of modeling crypto-asset velocities are inventory models for transactions demand. So, dito naman tayo sa the Baumol-Tobin model of Alex Evans. So, the most commonly used inventory model is the Baumol-Tobin model, where Alex Evans, among others, has previously proposed the Baumol-Tobin model as a means of estimating velocity. Thus, although the Baumol-Tobin model may capture part of the story behind the money demand function, it is not completely correct, according to Greg Mankiw. So, what is velocity of money? So, it is a measurement of the rate at which money is exchanged in an economy. Its equation divides GDP, or gross domestic product, by money supply. Also, it is a formula shows that rate at which one unit of money, supply currency, is being transacted for goods and services in an economy. So, paano mo kinakalculate? How do you calculate the velocity of money? The velocity of money is calculated by dividing a country's gross domestic product by the total supply of money. So, this calculation can use either the M1 money supply, which includes physical currency, trackable, deposits, and certain other figures, or the M2 supply, which also includes savings, deposits, and money market funds. So that's all. Thank you for listening.